So, I've got an Astra, it's smoking, it's got oil leaks everywhere, right? Water pump's leaking, the oil leaks everywhere as well. So, dip the oil, right? Basic check to start with. Dip the oil, just cleaned it there, right? So, there's the full mark. There is where the oil's going to, right? So it is massively overfilled with oil, right? But we'll need to put it up and see there's a load of metal shavings next to the alternator. That's not going to help for sure. And I wonder if they've just thought to themselves, we'll just put more in because it's leaking. But filling it up, that's halfway up the dipstick, right? And that's not just, no. I'd love to say that was just the way the dipstick tube is, it's not. It's massively overfilled there. Anyway, pause that one there. So it's making a fair old racket there. There. I think we need to build it out off it and see what the noise does. I'll show you on the other side or something. Get a couple of bits on it to see the drips. So, in there, the spring will be broken, right? It's not meant to be like that. That's the bottom of the spring there. You see that's broke, right? Broken. Not meant to be like that. So that's obviously the banging that I heard. The mountain bearing's all separated up there as well, so that's knackered, so that's going to need to be replaced. The shock's leaking as well, so you can see the shock's leaking in there, so we need to replace the shock as well. Fog lamp's all bashed out it. Obviously the bumper's all damaged here. Put that up now, obviously you've seen that dripping out, that's cool, dripping out there. The engine's making a hell of a noise, but exhaust blowing on it as well. To be honest with you, it didn't sound as noisy as this when I drove this car in once it came off the back of the truck, so I'll need to take the tensioner off and see, you know, what's going on there. But So the exhaust, we could hear the exhaust was blowing, right, when we brought the car in. We're not going to hear that there with whatever hell was rattling on it. So we can see the exhaust bit here. Somebody's replaced this bit, right, and they've broke a stud there, so they've no bothered replacing it, but so there's a stud missing, so it's only held on with 2 bolts. There's a lot of paste and stuff there. I'd be surprised if those studs were any good as well, to be honest with you. Now we can see up there, if we look at that coolant hose up there, up where the light's shining, right, there's a big red dot, so that's the coolant leaking into that hose there, so that hose clamp doesn't even look like it's on all the way. So, but the coolant seems to be dripping out of here. So if you give me that torch, I'll take this now. So up there we have an oil leak and we have an orange dot. So up there there's an oil pressure switch. There's obviously your oil cooler as well, so that manifold would need to come off for that. We've seen it drip there actually. So now the alternator, we can see, I'll put my flash on actually. We can see, right, all the metal shavings. So we'd probably need to start there, but I'm going to pull the belt off and see what the noise is with the belt off it and see if the noise is away. So it's making a hell of a racket, eh? So anyway, so tyres are good, seem to be good. The brakes seem to have been done. That spring is intact. I've not found any play in the pins, bushes or ball joints here. Obviously that exhaust we know has been replaced. Even that's not very good look. It's not very good whoever's did that. Right, it's blowing there as well. The rear brakes have been done, the tyres have been done, the shocks and springs are original. And they are well rusty. They're not leaking or anything at the minute, but they are getting a bit rusty. So we'll get this belt off and see what happens with that noise. Right, so underneath the Astra, I've just taken this 2 push clips out, undone the tension on the belt, and I have put that pin in there, so obviously you can see the alternator there. Right, I can turn it back away, go to try and turn it forward, and it's absolutely solid. So that's obviously what the noise is. I will start it with that off, the belt off completely just to be sure, but that should have been what that noise was, because it didn't sound like that the other day. Obviously we know the water pump's going to want done, we know there's a load of leaks and all that, but we need to get this issue fixed first, I think. Before we concentrate on anything else. So I've taken the belt off, and to be honest with you, that could be doing it being replaced. You can see it's all cracked and perished. So it's not going to be long till that's burst. So I'll put the car down now and start it back up. Right, so that's better with the belt obviously disconnected. There's no belt on there at the minute. So obviously I can't even barely turn that alternator and it's boiling hot, so that's obviously why it was smoking. So we can hear the exhaust blowing now that we've taken the alternator belt off, so we'll switch that off now, we'll not run it for too long. There you go, so we'll need to price up an alternator, a shock, a spring, a mountain bearing, most probably an anti-roll bar link as well, because yeah, look at how rusty that is. There's no chance that's coming off in one piece. Springs, definitely not meant to look like that. So I'll show you how they're meant to look. So that's how it's meant to look, you know, all the coils pointing in the right direction, you know, springy, springy, springy. So there you go, we shall see if we can get this Astra a new alternator, speak to the customer, see what they want to do.